This is the plaintiff, Grant Goldson. He says he was walking his precious Yorkie Terrier named Egypt on a leash, and the defendant's unleashed pit bull grabbed his dog and mauled him. The poor dog needed to have surgery. The defendant's avoiding him, and he's had it. So he's suing for the $1,000 he's most definitely owed. This is the defendant, Theodore Haynes. He says the plaintiff suing him regarding a dog that doesn't even belong to him. The dog's his uncle's, and he is staying with him while his uncle's in jail. Besides, his girlfriend was walking the dog at the time of the incident. So why is he getting sued? He doesn't even like animals, is not this dog's owner, and feels the plaintiff should be suing his uncle. He's accused of a doggy mishap.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Grant Goldson?
Yes.
You are suing Theodore Haynes, your neighbor,
Yes.
for $1,000, $797 of it in vet bills, and the rest in pain and suffering because his dog bit your dog.
Yes.
Okay. What kind of dog do you have?
I have a Yorkie Terrier.
And what kind of dog was that?
Pit bull terrier.
Okay, so what happened?
It was last year around May 13th. I was walking my dog on a leash, and then I got back in front of my building. His girlfriend was walking his dog off a leash, and then as soon as
Your
the dog
girlfriend was walking a pit bull off a leash?
I have no, I don't know, Jan. I wasn't there. I'm not saying he's lying. He could be telling the truth. I wasn't there.
Is this your girlfriend?
No.
No. Okay.
That the person they saying that's my girlfriend, not my girlfriend. This is my girlfriend.
Oh,
That's for a whole nother show.
it's not that kind of show. All right. So who was that person?
Well, the person who was walking the dog was the person the dog belonged to, which was a roommate of mine.
How long had the dog been in your apartment?
Well, I don't know, about approximately 18 months now, 18 months or something like that.
And how long had that woman lived there?
About 2.5 years.
And come on up. You are the girlfriend how long?
9 years.
And you had no problem with him having a roommate who was
No, I don't. Not at
It's
all.
her girlfriend.
Oh,
Not
it's your
at all.
girlfriend?
Not at all.
Whose dog was it?
Sharita,
Do you have a statement from her?
she's in
She's
jail.
in Rikers Island. We
She's
didn't know
what-
this was
wait,
gonna
what?
happen. She's in
She's
Rikers
locked
Island.
up.
She's at Rikers?
Yes.
What did she go to Rikers for?
I'm not sure. I think it was
idea.
shoplifting or something like that.
Where's the dog?
The dog, well, the
dog
dog is
is-
still
I
there
take
because
care of the
when
dog.
she left, the dog was pregnant and it just had puppies. And I really wanted the dog to leave. She didn't want the dog to leave. And as long as she accepted responsibility, clean up behind it.
Wait. Back it up, friend. So the dog is still in your apartment?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, and so you guys own the dog?
No, we don't own the dog, y'all. You're trying to make us own the dog. I'm trying to
I'm not
tell
trying
you.
to make you own the dog. I'm trying
saying-
to understand
Okay.
how you can divorce yourself from a dog that's been living with you now for how long?
I'm not divorcing myself from the dog. I like the dog, but I don't own the dog.
Right.
girlfriend,
I
she
take
takes
care of
care of the dog.
because I'm not going to put the dog in the street.
Okay.
If it was me, I would have the dog put down.
And when a dog is pregnant, that's their natural response is to protect themselves.
Okay.
The dog ran up under. So her natural.
Wait, were you there?
No.
No,
that's
but
what
I
that-
know as being pregnant, I've been a mother. I know
So
naturally.
you know that if someone comes under us, we have an. Okay. No, were you there when the attack
No, I
happened?
was at work.
Well,
Was
Miss
I
Barbino
there?
gave us her-
Did either of you talk to her to find
Yes,
out what?
I did.
Okay.
She's-
Do you have a statement from her?
No, because it wasn't
Okay,
no court
stop.
thing.
Go
before
ahead.
that.
Tell me what happened.
All right, so as soon as I got
I'll be back with you in a
as
sec.
soon as I got back in front of my building, I was walking my dog on a leash. The defendant's girlfriend or whatever was talking to somebody else. The dog was off a leash. The dog made eye contact with my dog. It ran and attacked her. My dog was on a leash right next to me.
Okay, so
Ran
what
attacked
happens?
her.
Tell me about it.
So I started yelling. The dog somehow she got the dog off, and then I went inside and went back upstairs and I started like making calls, calling the cops, calling people, and that was basically it. After that, I had to go to the hospital, the vet hospital. 24 hours. I had to rush her there. She had to get stitches in her arm.
Okay, can I see the vet bills?
Yes.
And then the rest of it, you're suing for $797.01 in vet bills, and the rest is pain and suffering?
Yes.
Who's pain and suffering? The dog?
For mine and for Egypt, yes.
Do you have pictures of the injuries?
Yes. Phone too.
You know, if I was going to court and I had a picture to show a judge, I would take the 10 minutes it takes to print out the picture.
I would too.
You're in very good
Judge.
company.
Got the little thing.
Oh, with the lampshade on the head? Poor thing. How big is your dog?
He's about 8 pounds.
All right, why don't you guys tell me what your friend said happened when how did you learn something happened?
Okay, this is how I learned something happened, Your Honor. About a week and a half afterwards, I didn't ever hear nothing from him or Miss Barbuto. The first person I heard it from was his mother, who's sitting there.
Okay.
I seen her, me and her was downstairs talking, and she said, you know, that girl had that dog and attacked my dog again. Because the first time I seen that dog attack their dog. I witnessed the first time it happened.
So there was another time that the dog attacked?
Yes, it was. The first time I witnessed it, and he's 100% right. That did happen exactly the way, similar to what he just said. She had the dog off the leash. This time,
Okay, why is it always a pit bull that's off leash? I mean, of all the dogs to have off leash, why is it a pit bull?
I don't mess with dogs, so I don't have no answer for that.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So are pit bulls more aggressive than the average dog?
I think it really depends on just how the upbringing of the dog is.
So you think it depends on the owner?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think generally pit bulls are more aggressive, but I think the owner does influence how the dog reacts.
What do you think? Final word.
I would agree with that. I would say that people who own pit bulls in some cases tend to treat them differently.
Oh, so you think that the owners tend to skew it?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, going inside the courtroom.
Anyway, I verbally reprimanded Sharita Barbuto for doing that.
That's your former roommate?
Yeah, because not only because of that dog, but it's kids, a lot of kids, and we live in an apartment building, and you can't come outside with no pit bull off the chain. Matter of fact, no kind of dog. So
No kind of dog.
So,
but I would say you should be like extra careful.
Yeah.
You have like
the second time,
Doberman or
time it happened, at the time the dog was pregnant. Now, I'm not disputing what happened out there because I wasn't there. I can't say.
Who told? How did you learn that?
Okay, his mother, but she didn't get into detail. She said it like and brushed it off like, yeah, you know that dog of yours attacked my dog again. And brushed it off. I never heard nothing from Mr. Grant. He never came down the hall and said nothing. He never called me and said
Never
nothing.
showed you the vet bills?
Nothing. Next thing I heard, Nate, the Department of Health came to my house, knocking on the door.
And?
They wanted documentation to see if the dog had rabies, and they asked me who the dog was. And this was before any court proceeding started. I also let them know that the dog belonged to Sharita Barbuto. It ain't like I just
Thanks, sir.
started saying this. That's because that's who the dog belonged to. But like I said, I'm not saying what happened here. I can't say what happened here. I can't say if he lying or telling the truth.
Of course, the motive. Here's what a judge in my position has to be careful of. A judge in my position has to be careful that you're not just trying to say, hey, the Inspector Clouseau defense, not my dog, okay, when it is your dog. Now, when you're saying to me, but look, Judge, before there was a lawsuit, so before there was a motive to lie, I've been telling them all along it's the roommate's dog. But that's fine, except for that there's also a motive to say it's someone else's dog when the county's coming over to give you a violation. So what I would love to see is something from Sharita.
They just came to see to find out if the dog had rabies or not.
How long is Sharita? Yeah.
That wasn't for no violation.
How long is Sharita in jail?
So Sharita was there 3 months after this happened, Take it easy. She was there 3 months.
Did you ever talk to Sharita?
No, I haven't spoken with her.
Who's the mom? Come on up. Do you live with your mom?
Yes.
Okay, did you ever talk to Sharita?
Yes.
And tell me about that.
She was friendly and nasty.
Wait, that's like all my friends. Hold on. All right, tell me about it.
She said she was sorry. That was it.
Did either of you ever present the bill to that apartment?
I never presented it to him, but when I brought it to him, he told me to take his girlfriend to court. I had to take that girl to court.
He used the phrase girlfriend, or he said take that girl to court?
Take Sharita.
Take Sharita to court.
I told her the first time to take her to court. I told her the first time to take her to court.
It's his dog.
And I told her the second time to take her to court.
Still lives with him. It's his dog. They walk it every day.
No, because she live with me. It's not my dog. Take it easy. I walk him every day. You seen me walk that dog before?
I seen you walk the dog before. Yeah, I seen you walk that dog.
On the one hand, you do have this notice of violation where you're claiming it's someone else's dog. On the other hand, the dog's still with you. And I don't know.
Your Honor, the reason why the dog is with me, if it wasn't nobody else there to walk that dog would have been sent to the ASPCA. I do not.
You can keep saying that, but she doesn't even live with you.
She do live with me.
Oh, now you do. When did you move in?
She's been living with me. What are you talking? You just assumed
the three of you were living together?
Yes. That's not that other girl wasn't my girlfriend. She was my roommate. Then we go assuming again that she's my girlfriend.
Exactly.
No, what I'm assuming is that it's your dog.
Well, that's
because sometimes when it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, quacks like a duck, moves like a duck, looks like a duck, sometimes it's just a duck.
Well, I might look like a lot of things, and I don't think it's a
If it's
duck.
your roommate's dog, I expect the dog to be gone when your roommate's gone. And when it's not, that sort of doesn't help your case.
Well, I understand that, Yon, and I know how it might look, but what and that was my intention. That's what I wanted to do. But it was her that said she would keep the dog. She's a dog lover. She decided to keep the dog and take care of the dog. That's still her dog. When she come home from doing her year, if she want her dog back, she can get it. If she asking for a dog back, she got to give it to her.
Yeah,
Only reason why she ain't taking it with her because she went in the shop.
But this happened last year, so she just went to jail. So how come y'all been walking the dog for a whole year?
Who's been walking the dog?
I see her mostly walk the dog, but he walks the dog sometimes. Y'all walked the dog for a whole year, but then she just went to jail. So why did y'all have her dog for that whole year?
No, Your Honor.
Don't talk to each other.
I'm sorry.
Your Honor, listen, no, Your Honor.
Yeah.
When she left, she went to live in a shelter, a woman's shelter, where you're not allowed to have no pets. She asked Miss Guzman here, would she keep the dog? Not till she went to jail. If jail wasn't, we didn't know she was going to jail. Just until she get out the shelter and be able to get her room. Miss Guzman agreed to watch the dog for while she was in the shelter. While she was in the shelter, which was on Manhattan, she went on Fifth Avenue and tried to steal something out of one of them stores and was arrested. And because of her record, they gave her a year in jail. And she didn't, we didn't just
We're done. Okay. I find that it's your dog. I find that you are responsible for paying the $797.01. The dog has been in that apartment. You have been in that apartment. That you kept the dog after this lady's out of the picture, and that's enough for me. It's a tough case, but it's not that tough. And so I find it in your favor. You don't get pain and suffering on a dog bite case. You get just your medical. $797.01. Verdict for the plaintiff.
Can I have my papers back?
All right, so let's see what the defendant has to say. Come on in here. As the judge said, this was a tough call, but it's your dog in the legal sense right now.
Well, I'm gonna just say I don't know. Like you said, she just assumes my dog was my dog. I said
I didn't say that.
No, I'm saying if she. I said she. I didn't say you. But I'm just saying. I mean, if that's what the judge said, I got to go with what she said.
All right, and how's this? How are you going to prevent this from happening again?
I'm not gonna prevent it from happening again because I ain't make it happen the first time.
All right. Okay. All right. Right down
And the
there.
dog's
Okay.
still gonna be loved.
Okay. So step on in here. You satisfied how this comes out?
Yes, I'm satisfied. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is there any truth to the fact that, in your mind, that might not be really his dog? Or
No, I believe that's his dog. Because he walks it every day and still lives with him. Lived with him for like 3 years now.
All right, you got to watch out for that dog. Harvey.
You know, in most cities, you can be fined for a leash law violation, and if it persists, the Department of Animal Control can get involved, and they can ultimately remove the dog from the neighborhood. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.